do seem to be back. Apologies if the went off a little bit there. I have no idea what that was all about. I've never had that phone issue. All about. P3, we've got blue flag down at P4 now, and we've got Recall who is trying to come back at him. Recall's going to go round the outside of blue flag. It's very, very wide though, but he's going to get a good exit though. So he might get this. Run down to the ditch again. Device not going wheel to wheel though. I don't think they are. Recall's going to win out beforehand. And they fell him behind blue flag, Pagani, Lennon, then Aaron. Aaron trying to go back down the inside of Lennon now. So a lot of contact between these few that have been in the past few laps. Lennon giving Aaron space, going 2 by 2 at the moment. These lot, SUI still up in front ahead of John. They comfortably got P3 at the moment. It's this battle, it's the battle to keep an eye on from P4 downwards. It's headed by Lee, and at the end is unsafe. 6 cars out for P4, and it's Lee Cole and Pagani now. Lee Cole defending from Pagani. Pagani will round outside of Lee. Pagani going up to P4 for the time being. It's frantic behind though between Aaron and Lennon. A couple of Jesus, blue flags in on the wall. It's gonna end for someone. Just wasn't working that. Too many cars at a few corners. Pagani is in P4 at the moment. Aaron fighting with Pagani, they're going wheel to wheel, these two. And then it's Lennon trying to get involved as well in this. Trying to find a way through as well. And Pagani, barricade though, Lennon can't find a way through yet. Still Pagani and Aaron are battling. Round the outside goes Aaron, trying to hold it round the outside. Pagani defends. Aaron's got it slightly at the moment. He's going to wheel to wheel, but this isn't going to work. It isn't going to work. Aaron takes P4. Pagani just behind. It's filter through. Time though for them all to get towards that. And we'll just back out. Can't get through. Side by side through that corner. It's very, very frantic between them. Moment. And that's Lennon who's now having to defend from unsafe and Lee. It's going to be under pressure very, very shortly. Unsafe, gets past Lee, so Lee down to P8. Rom's in no man's land. And Pagani might try and make a bit of a break here. Get away. Chasing Pat behind. It's Nobby Norris and P9, and it's a battle actually for P9 between Nobby Norris and Ross. Ross is down the inside. Nobby Norris. I think Ross has just about got it for the time being. Nobby Norris comes back at him. Norris keeps ahead. He's comfortably ahead though now, 1.6 seconds. He's got a lap and a bit to go. Aaron still commanding position at the moment in this battle. Everyone else is very, very close behind. Still anyone's this P4 really. I think we tapped the wall on the exit dash again, which is why he's slightly adrift. Back, still just a touching distance. I'll have to go. SBY to the left front. Jono comfortably P2, so is Rob, and then it's Aaron Pagani, Lennon unsafe and leading this battle. P4 still. Aaron seems to have got away slightly from Pagani. So Aaron seems to just have the commanding position at the moment here in P4. He might be out of sight slightly for these. Some of these are all battling as well now. Lennon's round the outside. I tell you what, it was great from Lennon, but it's worked. He's down the inside now. He's got the inside line for the next corner. Pagani's been swamped by both flanks. And unsafe now. And Lennon are going to take over and battle for P6. P5 and P6. Aaron's far enough in front that he's under no threat anymore. And it's just a battle here between these three. And they're all going for it through the last corner. It's going to get very tight here in the last corner between Unsafe, Lennon and Pagani. Pagani's got rid of his penalty slightly, so he's just letting him kind of get on with it. As SBY takes the win from Jono, Rom is going to take P3, Aaron's going to take P4, and it's going to be Unsafe, Lennon, and then Pagani, P5, P6, P7. Lee's going to take P8. It's going to be Nobby Norris, and then Just Mikey, Nobby Norris. Finky's going to be P11. Ross is already finished, and so is Brett and Blue Flag. So Finky's the last to cross the line. And on to the reverse race. We'll have a few minutes rest, and I think I might do a couple of the good. What's that? I am back. I'm ready for race 3 very shortly. Yeah, definitely a couple of minutes break we're on right now. It's definitely advised after that. It's good to see it was a bit all short that last race. Sums it up a bit. Not put it that way, not the most pleasant race I've ever commentated on. I must say that. I've commentated on literally hundreds of races over the last 2 years. It's been 2 years now since I joined FTRL. Madness. Yeah. It's not going to one I'm going to remember for the. It's not one I'm going to remember for particularly nice reasons. But Aaron, you don't want to know what I'm going to say about that race. It's not nice enough. I'll put it this way: Bieber knows how I feel about that last race, as he listened to me throughout. You don't want to watch it, mate. You don't want to watch it. I mean, if I can notice little things like cutting in front of people when there's not a car width, when there's not enough room to actually filter back into the line, and you're tapping people's front bumpers as you're trying to get back in line. If I'm noticing that and I'm commentating, it's not a good sign, because I can't notice as much as what anyone else can notice, because I've got one view randomly over a split second while I'm trying to commentate on 1711s. So if I can spot things, and a lot of things which went wrong in that race, it's probably not a good sign. That's all I'll say. But yeah, hopefully this race is significantly calmer. But it's reverse grid, so I would hope so. Yeah, so that I did see repeatedly, quite a few times, where you actually were the one that lost out and weren't actually the one involved in said battle. Did seem a little bit more like Wreckfest at points, I'm not going to be honest, in GT Sport. Yeah, it didn't look pretty. Definitely wasn't. But anyway, here we go. Let's hope this is a cracker. We deserve it after that. For everyone that's watching. Anyone that's watching. Let's pray. Let's all pray. Never prayed in my life. Let's pray. So reverse grid. So I think it's actually Ross. Is it Ross up? Blue flag, Bread, and then Ross. So definitely a chance for a couple of these are pretty quick, particularly Blue Flag and Ross. Ross in particular, who we know, the issue with Ross is he's had quite a lot of errors at defecating. None of them have been anyone else involved. It just seems to be quite spinning it quite a lot at that corner. But here we go. Blue Flag takes us off from pole position from Bread. He's got a good start, and Blue Flags will be leading into turn 1. Bread in P2, then it's Ross. Behind him, think he's getting swarmed already by Mike's cars off the line particularly quick. But it's going to be Blue Flag, I think, who's going to be leading into turn 1. Then it's going to be Ross in P2. So it's going to be Blue Flag and Ross. We might be able to get away a bit here. As it's Bread and Finky and Mikey. Nobby Noise P6. Pagani is P7. Aaron's P8. Lennon's P9. Then it's Unsafe, Leaco, SPY, Jono and Rom, all through the first few corners, thank the Lord. But here we go, Blue Flag is off and away, he's got an 8-10 gap already. Ross will try and go with him. Then we've got Finky's a little bit wide through that corner, it's alright. Mikey in P4, the Blue Flag has made it, Blue Flag, I think we've seen Blue Flag for Pagani has made his way past Nobby Norris and Reggie Daddy. Reggie Daddy did P8, Reggie Daddy's a terrible corner somewhere, he's done a P8, so it's not for him. Down the order, still Rom right at the very back of the field. Blue Flag still leads at the moment, and someone's Bread. Bread's had another off, down at the back now. You can see someone falling down the order. I think he's still in P4. Nobby Norris is in a P7 now, so he's made a bit of that. Oh dearie me, oh it's Ross! Oh my god! You couldn't bloody write it. He's pinned it again. And Finky and Mikey going at it here, and it's going to be Mikey. Oh, Pagani's in the wall. It's Pagani who's in the wall there at the last corner. I don't know what's happened. I'm assuming it's probably some contact somewhere. Just Mikey's in P2 now, and Finky's trying to go back down the inside. I think Mike might have P2 here, and Finky a bit of a late dive at the end. It was actually quite a contained dive, actually. Very safe. Nobby Norris is back up to P4. Then it's Aaron and P5 who's trying to come round outside of Nobby Norris. I'm still on the inside. I think Nobby Norris is trying to defend. Aaron's got P4 now. Mike is having to fight quite a bit here with just Mikey. Blue Flag's got 3.4 seconds. Blue Flag is off. Blue Flag is away and gone here. Finky is now P2 again. And Mike's having to defend from Aaron. Aaron's down the inside, and he might have a move here possible as well. Or Finky has indeed. Aaron's up into P2 now. He can get after Blue Flag. He's got a 4-second gap now to try and bridge though, so that's not going to be easy for him. Finky is P3. You've got Mikey, and it's unsafe on the inside of them. This might not end well here. Unsafe is thankfully backed off, and it's going to be Mike who's going to take his P3, and he's going to get a bit of slipstream off Aaron, so Mikey can get away a little bit here, but Aaron, that would be very helpful for Mike. 4.4 seconds. Blue flag has the gap here behind, and it's unsafe in P5 battling with Lee Cole. Oh, Nobby Norris is down the inside. That's forced them all. Oh my God almighty. And Pagani getting his elbows out as well now. Doesn't look pleasant, and behind it's battle for P5. I can tell you it's SPY, Rom, Pagani down the inside, the grass, and now Rob's going to have to try and avoid him. Down the inside he goes. And there's a couple of cars that's went wide there. Oh, I think it's unsafe. Neil ends up in the wall, in the gravel, in the background. Blue flag still got 4.3 seconds. Oh, it makes it spicy alright, David. This is one way to put it. Mental, probably another. But God almighty. Mikey and then Finky are still doing an excellent job in P3 and P4. Rom is P5. It's Jono, Pagani, Lennon, SVY, that's unsafe, that's Lee. Positive Ross is still in this, he's in P12. Once again, he's a bit of a moment to the chicane. 4.4 seconds, he's still got blue flag in fairness, so Aaron's not bridged anything yet. I think Mike can kind of get away a little bit from him. Finky, that would help him quite a bit. That's what he's missing. He needs to get a bit of a gap here. That gap's actually going up a little bit. It's up to 4.7 now. So blue flag's getting off here. He's away. And it's going to be difficult at this point, I'd imagine, to get back at him here. Rom is past Finky up at the last corner. And up to P4. Lennon is down the inside, unsafe. And unsafe going at it. And that's SEY as well. So this is looking interesting here. SEY looks like he's in the lead at the moment of this battle, and it's unsafe. There's Lennon behind, so they're filtered back through the train. So as you work between those three, at least these right behind that as well. So is Ross, and then there's Brezzy Daddy. 4.5 now up front, still quite comfortable. Ron can try and get after Mike. Pagani and John will get past them. Finky will drop down to P7 now. And that's SPY. He's going to be next to try and get past them. Finky. Very, very closely together. In fact, to make on the pressure here, SPY might think about a bit of a dive down the inside. I'm thinking a little bit of contact with Pagani there. And he's going back down the inside of Jono. So Mike's getting his elbows out a little bit here. This isn't going to go well. Jono is out from Finky. And Finky's all over the shot though and hits the wall. Pagani's up at P6 now. And he can chase back after Jono. And it's Lennon, it's car swarming, car on the gravel, that's Ross. It's 3 or 4 wide, once again at the last corner. Lennon, SVY, Lee Cole, and unsafe is in that as well, so is Ross. Everyone else in the gravel, it's just chaos, it really is. Cars getting in gravel and everything. Ross fighting with Lee Cole. Let's think about having a go at SPY as well here. Ross is round the outside of Lennon. He's up to P8. SPY's dropped down to P9, but then a side by side, it's 2 3 wide here. Ross and Lee Cole went to the next right hander. This corner's tricky when it's 2 or 3 wide. Getting all right past it now. Ross round the outside of Lee Cole with cars going off. There's Ross in the nearly in the wall side as well. Lee Cole wins out against Ross. Deary mate. Blue flag, 3.5 seconds now, so it is closing. Aaron in P2. Mike's still in P3, but he's going to be passed, I think, soon by Rom. Then it's Jono, Pagani, and then Pagani is the leader of this kind of group now, as Jono is off and away. Oh, Lennon's nearly in the wall there. He's massively broke himself. That's allowed SY down the inside. And Lennon will have to give this up. Pagani gets through alright. Everyone gets through alright actually, including Ross. Ron past Mike. Mike will just sit in the slipstream now, hopefully. Still get a chance of a good result here, especially with all this battling going on here. Down to 3.3 now. Aaron's closing now. 44.2, 44.1 now is the fastest lap of the race. So that's Jono. Jono can get in the 43s though comfortably. Mike just sit behind Ron. There's no point in Mike getting past Ron. It'll just hold them both up. So just sit nicely. That's a brave shout. Next we want to win it. Very brave. When he's 9.7 seconds off the lead and 10 minutes and a half to go. Pretty sure. I think Aaron will win this if he can get a bit of a move on. Good job though. Mike, P4. Still though. As long as the more he can keep on the slipstream of Rom and just keep there. Just keep him, he's nearly at the slipstream range already. Still in it at the moment, and that's helping slightly. Still inside his bits, he's just outside now, but he's actually had a good exit there. So the longer he can just stay here, then he can try and get away from this chasing pack that's led by Pagani. And it's now no longer as much of a chasing pack, it's split up a little bit now, which means that they're all kind of going at the normal pace more. The more condensed it is, the slower it goes. Definitely calmest race out of the three so far. Well, there's still 9 minutes left. Gap's not coming down much now, if at all, really. Up front. Fastest blue flags went all night, I think, this race. He's got some decent lap times and he's consistent as well. You never know with this place until you get round that guess you came for the last time, really. Bad sector for blue flags, down at 3.1 now. And Rom's closing up in Aaron slightly. That'll give Aaron a hurry up. John will have a look at Mike now. He's got SVY and Moss for company. We're all round. Quickest look at it was Ross through there, and he's going to go down the inside of SVY. It was the quickest by quite a bit, I think. There, SVY having a look at Garney. Gives him the room, sees him coming. Garney still holding him off for the time being. SY might think about a move here though. He does indeed down the inside. Garney's going to have to try and hold him around the outside. I think he has done very well there around the outside, and that might give Ross a chance. Who's that? Is that yellow flag up front? It's like Joe's Jono. It's Jono. Was a contact possibly with Mike? to be contact with Mike. I'm not entirely sure, but he's down in P9. Anyway. What's happened there? Ross is in P5 now though, ahead of Pagani on SBY. Definitely going to hold these up, this battle here, giving Mikey a bit of breathing space for a while. Hopefully. Mike just needs to bring it home. He's going to have 3 laps to go. Or at least 4 laps to go actually. Just got a bit to go here. Needs to keep pounding around. Blue Flag doing an excellent job as well. It's the first winning GT in a long time. A great result for Blue Flag if we can keep it. Aaron's closing that gap now, and his gap's ever so slightly closing to Rom as well, but it's not enough at the moment. Could all kind of get very close together near the end of the race, but we need to start pushing it a bit more. Gap to Mike's coming down, no, it's 2 seconds now. The more these fight, the more chance Mike has of keeping that P4, but very, very wide there. Nearly 2 wide. Got away with it just there. A couple of millimetres further out and they would have been off. On the gravel round, I think, there. Very slightly. Kept on track, I think that was Lee, a little bit wide there. As well. On the back end, it's not been Norris and then Pinky, Bradley, Reds and 12. It's John who just after that accident. And say something. Bad race in P10. Pace all the shot. It's miles away from what it usually is. Last lap's 44 seconds. Not bad, isn't it? 46 and 47. The miles off what it usually is. Miles off. It's Pagani and SBY are battling again. Now, heading towards the chicane, 1.8 seconds. Mike is in front, it's closing. This is going to be very tight between Pagani and SBY. Pagani holds off for the time being. SBY's out of shape heading into the chicane, which is going to allow Lee possibly to get past. SBY's just pushing a little bit too hard there. 1.5 seconds. They're going to catch Mike. They're going to catch him. And they're going to catch Blue Flag, who's had an awful last lap. It's a 45.7. That's not what he needed. It's really not what he needed. Aaron can sense a victory here. And I think probably so can Rom. He can get a move on as well. 43.9. Fastest lap of the race. For Rom a couple of laps ago. Ross catching up to Mike now. It's 1 second. They caught Mike. Had a couple of bad laps. Mike's now going to have to try and defend. How much can he defend though? He's still got 2.5 laps to go. Blue Flag. We know he's good at defending. But this is pushing it to the limit here, his defensiveness. How hard is he going to defend? He's not won a race in ages in GT. He's always focused on ACC for a long time. But this is going to prove how good he is at defending. We know he's good, but how good? Can he hold off to at least half a second quicker in GT now? I'd say than Blue Flag, about half a second quicker. It's going to really prove how good he is. Rom's closing in quickly on Aaron now. Like that little glimmer they saw Blue Flag, how close Blue Flag now is just pepped Rom up a bit. Victory didn't look particularly likely a while ago. Now it looks a lot more likely again. Background Lennon and Lee starting to come back together though. This group that's now joined Mikey at the head. 2 laps to go. Can Mikey hold on for a top 5 finish? I think it's going to be very, very difficult for Mike to hold on from here. Is Ross going to be quite close enough? He isn't quite to make a move just yet. Lennon having a little look at Lee Cole in the background. What's happening out front? Blue flag still in the lead from Aaron. Rom, they're still kind of closing slightly though. Ross is right on the back of Mike. Mike doesn't do well under pressure. I'm scared for Mike here. I'm very scared for Mike. Can he hold on for a P4? Be second best ever finish in GT. If he can hold on for a P4 here, it's a good job. He's driven excellently so far. He's not put a foot wrong really. One particularly dodgy lap, but that's been about it for Mike. 46.2. Lap 8. He's holding on for the time being. Go on, Mike. Blue flag's trying to hold on from Aaron as well. Much better race this one. Much more like normal. Aaron can sense a victory here. He's so close to the back of him here. He's got the remainder of this lap and one more lap to go. Blue flag's always out slightly. Oh, it's going to allow Aaron past. Blue flag hitting the wall on the outside. What's Mike doing? What can he do? Oh, he's at the wall. It's going to allow Ross through and possibly Pagani as well. Mike keeping P4 for the time being. Into the last corner. Aaron is ahead of Blue flag. Rom is going to struggle now. Blue flag still in the slipstream. Let's see if Mike's no chance of holding Ross off this straight. I don't think with the slipstream. What can he do? Can he do anything? Ross is going to go around the outside. Mike's going to try and defend the inside line. I think Ross is going to have this possibly just before a corner. Mike's going to defend the inside line. Ross is going to go round the outside. Mike's still on the outside just about. He's trying to defend for his life here. I think Ross is going to have it. Can he hold on for the top 5 though? He's still slightly there. Oh, Ross has went. Oh, he's went wide. He nearly lost it there. He went that little bit. Sometimes that happens. If you can take too much of the curb, your wheels can bounce. And sometimes when your car lands back down, it then squirms off to the side. Oh, Mike, no! No! Oh, no way! Stop! Mike! Oh, dearie me. Mate, what are you doing, mate? Oh, he's on the grass on the entry. Aaron's 4.5 tenths though. Blue flag needs the chicane of his life. Oh. Right, Blue flag is not gonna get P1 here. Aaron's got it, but that is the most committed you ever see anyone go through the chicane. Blue flag was sideways all the way around that, and he managed to hold it. Aaron takes the victory at the end. An incredible P2 for Blue flag. Very well done to Blue flag. Rom's going to take P3. Ross is going to take P4. Pagani is going to take P5. SUI is going to take P6. Lennon's going to take P7. Mike's going to take P8. Unlucky Mike. Unsafe Lee's going to take P9. Lee's going to take P10. Then Jono. Nobby Norris is going to take P12. Bed's already finished. It's going to be him. Pinky is going to take P13. So, massively improved race 3. Much more enjoyable. Much better race 3. Blue flag nearly held out, but Aaron just done enough. Fully committed off in Blue flag in that last chicane. Unlucky by Mike. He was so close. It just took too much speed, and he just was going for it a little bit too much in the entry. Tapped a slight bit of his wheel on the grass, and as soon as you do that at that corner, it slides you through that entry phase of the corner, and then that just pushes you wide for the entirety of that middle sector through all those corners. So such a shame for him. I'll be back. Actually, I was going to say I'm going to be back. I'm not. I'm going to be missing next week. So maybe Junkie Spot. I'm not sure who it's going to be next week. But the track will be Spa, and we've got 2 of the wet races. And it's Big Willow and Blue Moon. 3 weeks left. Much better third race, that one. Hopefully the race is a little bit better again next week. And thank you very much for joining me, and I'll be back in a couple of weeks time, and I'll be doing the last 2 weeks of GT Sport. Thank you very much for joining me, and have a nice day.